Hello gamers, it's Wednesday. That means it's WebDM. That means I'm Pruitt, and that's obviously Jim Davis. Today we're going to talk about conception of character ideas. Before the class, before the role, before the race, let's conceive it together. Okay, Jim, let's talk about your process of creating a character, creating the concept, and taking it right up to going into the book. All right?
Okay, yeah. Ideally, what I want to do is I want to find something that's in the campaign that inspires me to play a character of that campaign. This is why I like to wait until the DM has a good idea about what they're going to do, how they want the campaign to go. Does it have a theme? Does it not?
Right.
If I'm just going generic, like let's play D&D, then I'm probably going to play some kind of wizard. But if it's not, what I'm going to do is, what's going on with the campaign? A theme or an enemy or a villain or something that gives me inspiration.
Right.
That's where I like to start, ideally.
I like to base my characters off of people.
Yeah.
I really like doing that. Like I have Thanos of Mir. He's basically just Thoros of Mir from Game of Thrones.
Right. But just D&D-ified.
It's just D&D-ified, and I happened to roll Gauntlets of Ogre Power, and it just made sense to make it name him Thanos.
Yeah.
I don't know. Now, when it comes to, you have your concept, and I know you like talking about this, the holy trinity, the three legs of gaming.
Yeah.
I'll let you expound.
So this sort of idea that combat, exploring the environment, and social interaction, they've always been present in D&D. In 5th edition, they really brought them out and made it explicit.
Right.
This is how you play the game. You either focus on one of these three alignments or characteristics or ways of approaching the game. And the challenge right now that I've got is, can I make a character that can do all three rather well? But if, for a new player or someone who's thinking about a character, mechanically speaking, which of these three aspects of the game do you want to encourage the most or be better at than the other three?
Right. Do you want to be the face of the party?
Yeah.
Do you want to be the strong arm of the party? Or do you want to be the eyes and the ears of the party?
And so you can kind of break down almost every class into some kind of variation of how they interplay with these three aspects. So like a ranger is going to be combat and exploration.
Yeah.
Or depending on what kind of bard you've got, it might be social and exploration or social and combat.
Yeah.
Why I love spellcasters is it's like, which one of these three do I want to be today?
Yeah.
And you just get to pick it. And then depending on your layout of spells, that's how you interact with the game. Whereas like fighters and barbarians are going to be mostly combat. Paladins are going to be combat and social just by virtue of having a good charisma. That's sort of how I think about it. Once I know what pillars I want to interact with, that's what class I choose. You've got kind of a different method sometimes, mechanically speaking. How are you approaching character creation?
Mechanically speaking, I don't. It's not necessarily that important to me to be amazingly badass at one of those things. I don't know. I'm kind of the same. More for me, it's more of like, do I want to min-max my character, like optimize the hell out of it, or do I want to adhere to a theme? Right. And I have no qualms about adhering to a theme.
Yeah.
Because I think it makes it more fun.
Right.
Like in the Horde of the Dragon Queen, one of my characters was a diviner, Aristides, the unblinking eye.
Yeah.
And he was a diviner, and I decided that I didn't want any damaging spells whatsoever other than vicious mockery, because it made sense that he knows how to talk shit. Right? And it affects you. When he tells you your mama joke, you're like, oh, that was my mom. Anyway,
why'd you do that?
But that was it. I killed like a few people.
Right.
And I actually took that as a reason for him to kind of take a break from adventuring. Also, I wanted to try something else. But he killed a couple of guys just by talking crap to him. And he was kind of like, well, I have to take a look at this. I'm just a diviner, man. But I took no combat spells. They were only like buffs, debuffs. Obviously, protections. I had a lot of fun with that character. He was a lot more fun than I thought, because I was just like, I want to break my own mold of, I'm going to make a spellcaster that just blasts crap.
Right.
But with regards to that theme versus optimization, like how do you stand on that?
I kind of think that whether something is heavily optimized from a mechanical point of view or has a good role-playing theme, it sometimes can come across as like a false dichotomy kind of thing. It's like, why can't you be both? And I certainly think that there's nothing that says that characters or players who like to role play a lot can't be heavily optimized or even just moderately optimized, and vice versa. And I think with fifth edition really does a good job saying like, yeah, there's a way to optimize these characters, but as long as you're not putting your lowest stats in what should be your primary stats, then you're probably going to be okay.
Yeah.
You know, that optimization is a matter of, did you take that great sword when you've got a high strength instead of a dexterity based weapon with a low dex?
Right.
You know, or if feats are allowed in the campaign, did you take that one great weapon master feat? Because that's really what you need. And it's not like Pathfinder or 3rd edition where there's all of these moving parts to the game, and you really need to have a strong grasp of how the game works, and not just how it works on paper, but how it really works.
Yeah, yeah. It wasn't that hard. You didn't have to put forth a concerted effort to make a crappy character. It could just happen.
It could just happen.
Happened to me many times.
Yeah, and that's one of the really bad things about 3rd edition and its variants, is that a lot of people fell into those traps and would get frustrated and feel like, well, my character's not any good, or I'm not a good player, and they just want to have fun. And 5th edition is really like, just make the character, and it's really kind of hard to screw this up. And so for 5th edition, to say something is optimized is really just kind of like, well, did you take the one thing that you could have taken? Or did you stay away from the few subclasses that are probably not as good as the others, but also probably aren't that bad either?
Yeah, they're not terrible.
They're not terrible.
Pretty much you're probably going to start with a 17 or 18 strength, something.
Yeah.
And, you know, one ability and it's maxed out. So
that's
all
what you
those
need.
other ability increases.
Yeah, and so
do whatever with.
Yeah, so for players who feel like that, you know, that there's this conflict between whether I can role play or whether I can optimize, I would just say relax on that a bit. If you're a player that likes to role play, consider letting one of the optimizers give you some advice in the party.
Yeah.
If you're an optimizer and you feel like, well, maybe I want some more depth to my character, consider, you know, there's nothing that says a subpar choice means that you're role-playing all of a sudden.
Right.
You know, just find something about their personality or their background or something that interests you and go with that.
Thanks again for watching WebDM.
Be sure to click the subscribe button, and also if you want to head over to Facebook, you can check out Jim's inspiration list for his campaign coming up.
We're going to have new ones every Wednesday. Tell your friends. Come back next week.